What's going on, Taurus? We're going to go ahead and jump into your May 2023 bonus reading here. And we're going to take a look and see what additional information wants to come through, what additional messages want to come through. So without further ado, as always, we are just going to jump straight in. If you're newer to the channel, welcome. All right, let's see, Taurus. Feel free to also check your sun, moon, and rising sign. You may find some messages in those reads. So let's take a look. Of course, this first row is going to be in regards to your career ambitions and your goals. Second row is going to be in regards to your relationships here. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, not all of you. Fire sign, water sign. Let's keep going. Let's see. In this last row, we're going to take a look at any messages from your guides. You have the Queen of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and you got the Judgment card. Interesting. This card has been coming out a lot. And I don't really feel like it's just you, Taurus. I just think this is like a collective thing. There's this fulfillment card. It's almost as if a lot of us are closing out a lot of cycles in our life here. A lot of things have been illuminated for us to see. And not only to be seen, but to be dealt with. And this card, if you see on it, has the moon in the background. And then obviously you see the peach, right? But the moon represents our private life, our inner world, right? Our inner life. That's not shown to the public, right? So, our inner life deals with, family, being at home, our personal relationships, personal life. And so there's a lot of things that I feel like that has come up for you in regards to your personal life that you've had to address. But I think you've handled this quite well, Taurus, if I'm being honest with you. This moon in the background here is what's really getting my attention. Some of you, your moon may actually be in Taurus and you're watching this. But if that's not you, then don't worry about it. I don't even know why I'm smiling, honestly. I don't even, what am I talking about? Anyways. So yeah, I do feel like there's been some things you've had to address. But now that you've addressed it and you sort of did your best to navigate the situation and the challenges and the obstacles, I think there's a lot of things that are tying up here. There's a lot of things that are closing out. And we are about to come into a new moon in Taurus. This is about to be your new moon, Taurus. You got Jupiter in your sign, Taurus. This is about to be popping for y'all. If Taurus ain't getting more rich, then I don't know what the hell's going on. Anyways, let's take a look here. And there's a lot of passion coming into your life. Very interesting. There's some new things coming along here as well. Or you're going to be like finding yourself in a newer energy to where you're going to have to be sort of humble in a way. But not in the way to where it's like your, not weakness, but humble in the fact that with this hollow bone card, it says teachability. And teachability, this card represents the ability to be able to learn, to be open to learning, right? Sometimes we have to be humble, right? We have to humble ourselves and be teachable, right? So I get this energy here that the universe is wanting you to stay open-minded and stay teachable. It's almost it's interesting because it's the dynamic with your relationships that's showing you things that could I almost get that it's trying to teach you something here, and we'll come back to that, of course. But let's take a look at this first row. You got the Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups, Nine of Wands here. And this is in regards to your career ambitions and your goals here. I get here that because of the changes that have been going on, because of your circumstances at this time, that things are clear. They're more clear than they've been. And I get here that you have a lot of dreams, right? Seven of Cups, a lot of desires, right? It doesn't have to be like a million desires, but there's quite a bit. And even if it's not a lot, the Seven of Cups is the power of the imagination, our visualization. Our dreams that are in our sixth chakra, third eye, mind's eye. And so I feel like this is you getting more clear about what it is that you want. Although there's some things here that, other desires that you have, I feel like you're just trying to focus on what's the most important at this time. Also, with the Nine of Wands being here, there's some beliefs here that you're having to let go of in regards to, it feels like limiting beliefs. Right, Nine of Wands is when we face adversity in our career, our work, our ambitions, and we're having to persevere. We're having to even though our belief is being challenged, even though we're going through adversity, right, or feeling, not 100, not on 100%. Ace of Swords is a card of, I know I have to see things through with the Seven of Cups. I know I can do it. I know if I invest my energy into this, I know I'll get a reward. I know I'll be able to manifest what it is I want to manifest. So I would say keep going here, Taurus. And this fire element, desire, right? There's a lot of passion coming into your life. I feel like, especially in regards to love, this could be a new energy in the relationship, bro. We're going to touch base on that here in a moment. But I definitely feel like for some of you, you could be meeting a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. You could even have fire in your chart. The fire element represents clarity, decisiveness, leadership, morality, passion. And so I feel like there's a lot of that energy coming in. Jupiter's in your sign. Jupiter is a planet of positivity, increase, growth, abundance, good luck, good fortune. So you guys got a lot of great things that are starting to happen. And I'm getting like this expanding energy. So let's take a look here, though, Taurus. If I can pick up my damn cards. Relationships. Some of y'all got some new love coming in. If you're already in a relationship, it just feels like the temperament needs to be a little bit balanced. I'm not even getting a negative vibe off of this. It's just like you're just having to sort of figure each other out in a way. There could be some disagreements that you could be having with a person, or maybe there's some energies here that aren't quite harmoniously, integrating, like, in the way you would like it. But the Temperance, Page of Cups, Knight of Wands is like, hey, like, as long as you are flexible and adaptive, open and understanding, then I feel like you can easily navigate any relationship problems here. And when I read this, row, it's not all about romance. Like it's in regards to all your relationships. I do feel you could be meeting a newer friend here with the Page of Cups, or there could be new acquaintances that you're meeting. But I get here you're having a lot more fun in regards to your relationships. I'm getting also as well that you're feeling a lot more grateful, a lot more blessed. Like maybe there are some things you weren't seeing before in regards to certain partnerships and relationships, but they're always there. We sometimes we just forget like how grateful we are sometimes for like certain partnerships or relationships. And I just kind of feel like it's like your memories being refreshed of why, why you feel blessed here. So this looks good. Queen of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and the Judgment card is the message here from your higher self. The Judgment card's really getting my attention. The Judgment card deals with, it's almost like a call to action here. And your life at this time is taking on newer meaning. Life is always constantly changing. The meaning of life changes for us. It could be subtle. It doesn't have to be big, but there's always this deeper, profound sense of awakening that's always going on within inside of us, especially consciously. Right. And the Judgment is a card of when we're having a reawakening or when our life is taking on a newer purpose. And it's the call to adventure. It's the call to initiation. So what has been the little voice in the back of your mind, because the Judgment's one of those things is like we kind of like intuitively feel like where we need to go. It's almost like our intuition is talking to us, but it's like maybe we shove it down or we shove it away. And then it comes back even louder. And that's the Judgment. It's like, no, it's like the divine's coming through, God's coming through, the universe is coming through and wants you to pursue something. And, if there's something here that you've been wanting to do, the Judgment card is like telling you to answer the call, right? The call to adventure, the call to action. And I get that it could be around, in regards to, work with the Queen of Pentacles. You also have the Six of Swords here as well. I see here, Taurus, that a lot of you want to diversify what it is that you're doing in regards to your life, right? Like, I can give many examples of how you can diversify your work, right? Whether that's like doing a new side hustle, whether that's doing newer projects, trying a newer creative approach to your work. I mean, there's a million different things, right? But the Six of Swords is the indication of being eclectic, being open to newer ideas, being open to newer concepts, right? And stepping outside of your comfort zone in a way and experimenting, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. And I feel like as long as you can do that, I also feel like the universe is wanting you to do that and to not stifle yourself, because some of you may be, whether you want to admit it or not, I think you could be influenced by certain things, and that may hold you back, right? I know that's not going to be all of you, but if that is you, then it's like saying like, hey, if something is holding you back, and it's not yourself, but it's other things, then I think it's important to address that. And I think it's important with the judgment call to realize like this is your journey, and it's important for you to follow your own heart and answer your own heart's calling. You have this playfulness, cooperation, and it says dolphins on it. I would have more fun. I think there's a lot of great things coming into your relationships here. And, the temperance is about, you can say it's balance, but really the temperance is like, it can be an energy of playfulness. I'm not going to, because the archetype is Sagittarius. Temperance. So I feel like the universe is like wanting you to take on the form of that optimism, right? Tap into your inner child. Explore, have fun, adventure. All right, let's clarify. Let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. All right, this card wants to come out. Ace of Cups is on this Ace of Swords in regards to your career row. I feel like there's fresh inspiration and creativity coming in for you. It's fresh ideas. Seven of Swords is on the Seven of Cups here. Yeah, I think you're experimenting here. You're in a process of experimentation. Is that even a word? Yeah, it is. You're in the process of experimentation. And there's newer ideas that you have. And it's almost like there's a book called Made to Stick. And basically, what I'm picking up here is like if you have newer ideas, newer ways of, or newer insights, newer inspiration, newer creativity, I feel like it's important for you to take advantage of it. And, you could even be getting ideas from other people, right? Like Seven of Swords is like one of those cards. Well, Seven of Swords represents actually tactics and strategy, which is why the shadow of the card is manipulation, right? So, but sometimes in life we need tactics, we need strategies in order to advance in our careers, in order to advance with our goals. Work smarter, not harder. What do you think working smart means, right? So, I feel like this wanting you to improve the ways that you're doing things by coming up or just by experimenting and seeing like what you like, what you don't like. Fool card. There's definitely something new beginning on that Nine of Wands. And it's like, the Fool card is the leap, right? It's like taking a risk. So, I would take more calculated risk. All right, let's take a look at your relationships here, Taurus. You got the Four of Swords here on the Temperance. Yeah, there's a lot of peace flowing into your relationships. Four of Swords is even, the archetype has a lot to do with relationships. Just because it's Jupiter and Libra, and Jupiter's in your sign now, right? But Libra does deal with the sensitivity and fairness of equality, and Libra deals with the relationship because the dispositor of Libra is Venus. And Jupiter is a planet of positivity and increase, so there's an expansion in those areas of just peace, balance, and overall harmony in your relationships. I like it. Strength card, Page of Cups, could be a Leo that you're dealing with. If not, it's just like you have in your relationships. I feel like you can be vulnerable, right? Some of you are actually starting to open up and be more vulnerable. It's almost like you're not like really in this fight or flight energy anymore. I feel like you're tapping into this energy of creation now, or creative energies, or just not feeling on the defenses as much as you were. I feel like there's a lot more trust in yourself to be vulnerable in your relationships here. And I feel like you have a lot of support in your relationships. And like I said, if you're single, I feel like you could definitely be meeting a Leo. It could be really any sign, honestly. It could be a fire sign, any sign. But if you're already in relationships and you have relationships, then take what I just said. Eight of Wands, Star card. There could even be some travels here, some adventures here coming up for you in regards to your relationships as well. A lot of synchronicities I'm feeling, Taurus. I would follow the synchronicities. Like Eight of Wands, the Star card, is my synchronistic dynamic duo, right? Because Eight of Wands can be a card when there's changes and you're just going with the changes, right? It's kind of like, it's like, in a way, it's like kind of hard to keep up with the changes. It's like things are rolling, you know? And the Star card represents divine inspiration and deals with the ethereal. And so it's very, very synchronistic. And so I would definitely listen and follow the synchronicities here. A lot of growth I feel like is happening here. Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles here. All right. Five of Pentacles. And you have the Nine of Wands. The Hierophant here. Listen, you got to let go of everything that's not in alignment with your beliefs here. And you got to be honest with yourself about it. You can do whatever the hell you want to do at the end of the day, Taurus. Y'all stubborn as hell. But Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands is like you know who you are. You know your worth and your value with the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. You know your abilities, and you know what it is that you deserve, and it's time for you to keep moving in that direction. If you've already moved in that direction, keep moving in that direction, right? Six of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Don't waste your time on things that don't have value. That's a Five of Pentacles, right? If it's not going to contribute value to your life, it's not really going to help you, then it's best to sort of just go your own way, right? Or to do your own thing, right? Judgment, Nine of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Justice card. It's about being honest about your beliefs and getting down to the bottom of the truth of like what's truly important for you and what's true for you, and not something that's based off of everybody else's belief or about everybody else's opinion about what you should be doing, the way you should be living your life, how you should act, how you should express yourself. Don't do this, don't do that. Like, you got to realize like you're your own divine authority in life, right? Because we live in a world now to where it's like everybody got an opinion. So, anyways. All right. So that's what I got for you, Taurus. I appreciate y'all. And yeah, if you want to book a personal reading with me, that link is down below in the description. What else? Yeah, if this video resonated with you, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell when you do subscribe, so that way you get notified whenever I go live or if I upload the videos. And follow me on Instagram if you haven't. And I'll see y'all later.